Food is ready, everyone, to the dining table.
Honey, this food is delicious. Where did you get the recipe from?
Thanks, dear. The teacher colleague of mine gave me the recipe, so I decided to try it out.
I will need more plates after this.
That is good. Oh, I remember.
What?
I saw Buchi today.
Buchi?
Yes.
Where?
At the oil station, close to the police headquarters.
Okay, and what did they say concerning the job you promised me at the space of work?
He said he has submitted the CV.
Okay.
But you know, it's going to pass through some hierarchy. So let's just be hopeful that the thing is going to work out successfully.
Thank you.
Don't worry. I trust Buchi to things will work out the way it's planned. So let's go with our food. Please, Kess, help me with the phone. Let me call your mom. I don't know what's taking her long. Switched off.
Maybe her phone battery is down or she's caught up in a bottle. What do you think, Dad?
I don't know what to think, son. Let's wait for her until she comes so that we'll find out what took her long.
It's okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
Why did you come home late?
Will you shut? Who are you to question me?
Dear, take it easy now on him. He didn't mean it that way. We are stiff-neck worried. We hadn't taken anything yet.
On why? By this time of the day?
It didn't occur to me.
At least you should have prepared something for the children. Bread or you buy them anything.
It didn't occur to me that way. I'm sure there's nothing in the refrigerator. Can you prepare something light for the kids to take before we put them to bed?
Sorry, I'm dog tired. I can't even do that.
Chinyere.
Oh,
Get off.
Please, we'll talk later. I need to rest right now.
Chinyere, now. Chinyere.
Oh, what is it now? Can somebody have peace in this house again? You're disturbing me like this. Hey, you're disturbing me too much.
See, since you started this job, a whole lot has changed about you. What happened this night? I am afraid. I am afraid to be sincere with you. You have to resign from that job.
It is impossible. That is impossible because you know that what I bring at the end of every month in this house, to this house, we need it.
Yes, that was then, not now. Whatever comes from my side, we'll manage it. What is going on? I never knew that it would turn into this. Or else.
Or else what? See, I'm so disappointed at your ungrateful attitude. Just last week, I gave you 100,000 to save your siblings in the village. And now you're telling me what? I have to resign. Resign what?
I don't need your money, if you must know. It is you I want, myself and the children. And if you must know, if the younger one doesn't understand, Kess does. We can no longer understand you. We can hide it. You're no longer there for morning prayer, and even in the evening, Sunday service, you are not also there. And you no longer cook our meal. What is happening? Whenever your presence is needed as a wife, you are not there. Whenever I want to meet with you, you always give excuse that you are tired. What is happening, children? What is happening?
Nothing.
Well, if you say so, then good night.
Yes, dear, I'm fine, thank you. And you? Wow. Tell me about it. I can't wait to see you. I had a swell time too, you know that. Buchi. Okay. Oh, we went to church, I didn't go. It's really home alone, really. Okay. Oh, why not? Wow, I can't wait to be here. Okay. What time? 11. Okay, 11 is fine. And this is 10:30. Buchi. Squad boy. Get away. Okay. Okay, I'll be there. Just expect me, okay? Yeah.
Mom.
Yes. When did you go now from church?
15 minutes ago.
And where's your dad?
Still in church. He said something about waiting to see somebody.
Well, I'm going on. I have to be somewhere by 11.
Mom, we are hungry.
Well, you guys just have to fix something. I'm going out.
Where are you going with Uncle Buchi?
Hey, who said I'm going out with him?
I overheard you mentioning his name while you were on that call.
See, if you try to mention it to that, you will see what I will do to you. Don't even think about it.
Good day, viewers, and you're welcome to today's episode of The Sessions. I'm your host, and my name is Akimbola Trade. Today, we have Deaconess Deborah Araba. She's a lecturer at College of Education in Warri, And we also have Pastor Apiriala Ateluru. He's the president of Apiri Hallowed Foundation. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the issue we're handling today seems to be a little bit dicey for somebody of a young mind, a very young guy, a young boy finding himself in the middle between his father and his mother and how to handle the situation. But first, I want us to look at how this whole situation came about. There's a family friend. The family friend is close to father and mother of this young boy, and the family friend has been helpful. He's been known to be a good family friend. He's been helpful, helped the mother of the boy to get a good job, a reasonable job, and the family can fend for themselves much better. But somehow we have this kind of two-timing relationship coming up between the helper and the helpee, if I may say so. And I just want to ask, how do we think such a thing could have happened? What will make a family friend to become so important that the relationship will now develop between him or her and then another person in the home? Pastor?
Well, when you want to look at the causal factor of any issue, you have to go deep down, as per what transpired or what had been happening. What is happening in that family is an extramarital affair.
Okay.
What the woman is keeping with Buchi is an extramarital affair. So what transpired? What really happened? There are several factors. One of the factors is that probably the man is not satisfying her sexually.
That is her husband at
home.
Her
husband at home is not satisfying her sexually, and so she found this man and
readily available,
and
supporting,
yes,
friendly, close.
Now, so that is one of the factors.
It seems there are a lot of men like that out there.
So many of them, many married men.
No, I've seen some men out there that are so available and very caring and helping to other people's wives.
That's really funny, but then that's the truth. Most men are like that. You can also say probably financially, the husband was not providing for the wife, and so sufficiently, and so she met somebody who out there is providing, and so these and some other factors, might contribute to what she is passing through now with Buchi.
Okay, but are there ways she could have been careful? Obviously, this is not acceptable. Are there ways she could have been careful about that, for her to control her mind?
Well, yes. Incidentally, this is even a Christian family. And so if you observe the husband, he said, you're no longer available for morning devotion. You're no longer available in the church. And so gradually she has deviated from the Christian faith.
Her excuses.
Is just the job, which of course to me is not really correct. It's the man. And so I'm of the opinion that if she had continue with the fear of God, that her family was known for, husband, wife, and the kids, it wouldn't have degenerated to what it is presently.
Okay, Digness, I want to ask you a question. We see this a lot in the church. People ask God for blessings, they come for church, and then once the blessing comes, it's like, wow, the blessing becomes like an excuse. But sometimes this could be genuine, sometimes it's just a camouflage. How do when we begin to see somebody who is giving an excuse of my job, and all that, are those indications that something else is wrong? And how can we find this out?
Well, not always. Like you said, sometimes it's genuine. There's some jobs that are really very tasking, and it may be that for those who run shifts, for instance, it may be that it's on the day of Bible study that you have to be, at work. So some can be genuine, but then for the rest, for this one,
when
of course,
spouse begin to talk.
No, this wasn't genuine. This she got carried away by something else, and so, like he said, it was the man. It wasn't the job, because she was coming home at 10 and past 10, and nobody closes from office at that time. She's not a nurse; it's a regular job. So she was just using this job now as a camouflage. But her heart had drifted from God.
Okay, I want to ask a question. Could it also be that because of the help, this is a good job, based on what you've seen, she earns reasonably a reasonable amount of money. Could she be that she was just so grateful? Should I call it undue gratitude, lead somebody also into that trap of getting involved with somebody to an extent, because you are just so grateful that more or less maybe anything person asks you just want to do? Is there anything like undue gratitude?
It wasn't. She's a matured woman with almost grown-up children, so it couldn't be undue gratitude. I think what he said, this other man, Buchi is his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
This Buchi was giving to her what the husband could not give. Is it that finance, praise, or just telling her that she's so beautiful and all this? Those things that make women happy. It's likely that the husband was not giving her. So when she went out there and this man was telling her, you're so beautiful, you're this and that. You see her dress just changed. Her dress changed.
Okay,
Sure.
I want to ask another thing. We see sometimes we discuss with men and all that, and they tell you that you cannot actually tell what women want, because today they want this, tomorrow they want that. How can the husband actually know what his wife wants and give it to her?
Now, communication comes in
Exactly.
here. Communication. You see, the truth about life is that you should learn how to always communicate, with your wife, per se. But the man, in this case, was not very, very good at communicating with, his wife. And so when the family does not communicate, with one another, that is a breach.
Okay.
For instance, I'm a sociologist. We're trained how to, communicate with people, and for the women, they love talking. They love talking. Your hair is fine, your dress is fine. Why not wear this perfume? What is the matter with you? And all those small questions.
Yes.
She's just stepping out. Man, your shoe is fine. Why not put your shoe this way? It touches their heart. And of course, as they go, you pray with them. If you're a Christian, you pray with them. All these things cements the relationship. Anyhow the devil likes, let him fight. He will not succeed in such homes.
Wow. So you mean apart from prayers and maybe service to God and all that, communication,
Little tips.
Sweet.
At times, go out, buy pants for her, buy
Just show
bra
her
for
attention.
her,
Women want attention.
buy ice cream for her. You know what she needs. Why not take this? They love those little things.
Okay, so I will want to take a little break, and when we're back, we'll come back and discuss this issue. Please stay with us. To support or advertise on this program, please send a mail to advert@ColonyProject.com.ng or call +234 809 512 5565. Welcome back, viewers, to the second segment of today's discussion. I'm still discussing with Pastor Apiriola and Deaconess Araba. Just before we went, we were talking about how people go out of their ways, and we're talking about undue attention to people just because they did us something good. But I want to look at another aspect in this particular deliberation, that the mother of the young boy, Kess, the woman seems to be unrepentant. She seems to be recalcitrant. It doesn't matter to her whether it has been discovered that she's having extramarital affairs or not. My expectation is, for a normal or natural woman, maybe the relationship is just starting, there's still some fear and some things like that. Because her son, her eldest son, has gotten to know, you will see her pull back. But in the situation, there seems not to be a pullback. I'm beginning to wonder, is it that the woman is ready? Is she sowing seeds? She wants the husband to talk or something? Is she trying to get back at the man or something?
Well, it's a very dicey situation here. We're in the last days. Number one, the love of men and women, of course, in this case, has waxed very cold. And secondly, the hearts of most men, even in Christendom, are seared with hot iron. And from what we saw in that clip, the woman's heart is really seared with hot iron. It would be very, very difficult to change. Because I'm 100% sure that Buchi, is actually showering her with love.
In quote.
And
at least in her own opinion.
Yes, in her own opinion. And so she wouldn't want to pull out. And the devil has really taken control of her heart. But then you're asking if there's a room to pull out or a room to change.
Yes. Possibility of correction.
Yes,
what needs to be done?
Yes, there's possibility. Number one, she has to repent. She has to go back to prayer and fasting.
So who is going to make her do that? Because it is, she seems not to want to.
We'll come to that, prayer and fasting. Secondly, there has to be praise. At least the son saw her, while making phone call, and the onus lies on the boy. When we get there, probably we'll talk about that. The onus lies on the boy to do these two major things. In 2 Chronicles chapter 20, if you start reading from verse 1, you find out that Jehoshaphat was, visited with 3 nations. And these 3 nations came to destroy them. But then, though he feared, he still went back to pray. And when he prayed, he was delivered. When he praised God, of course, your name is praise, and you know what happened? Those 3 nations were destroyed. So the nations, in this woman's heart can also be destroyed with God, ultimately. So I think this boy Kess has a big role to play.
What do you say, Vanessa?
More or less, I would agree, but actually it's difficult. Perhaps in a real life situation, definitely the relationship between her and Buchi is not a permanent one. It's going to get to a point where Buchi is going to disappoint her, and she'll find herself running.
That happens a lot.
Because the way it is now, like it's going, but definitely we know it's not going to last too long. Because Buchi is also married.
Many a time, even if Buchi is married, many a time Buchi probably may not also love the wife. And you are seeing a situation where this woman has fallen in love, in quote here now, with Buchi. They may divorce. This one will say, probably I divorced my husband. This other one will say, I divorced my wife.
Talking about divorce, especially outside the country, it looks like something that is so normal.
And
now.
it's entering this country.
We know the Bible tells us that God hates divorce. In fact, God specifically said it by himself. It's not like we interpreted it that he hates divorce. But now, people don't fear divorce any longer. Is there anything wrong? Is there something that is causing that? Why people just feel that divorce is like one of the...
Now, marriage was instituted by God, and Satan fights everything that God has instituted. Marriage was instituted by God, and Satan fights it. And Satan is fighting daily to make sure that families crumble. By the time you crumble one family in a nation, it has affected a whole lot in that.
In fact, a family itself is a nation.
It's a nation.
So the devil is fighting families,
Okay, let's come back to this issue. Now that the young boy Kess has made a discovery, and the discovery so far is not to the knowledge of his father. How does he? We've talked about that he needs to pray. Okay, I agree with that. But how does he bring his father in this situation?
Well, practically speaking, the boy has to not to tell the dad initially. Incidentally, it's a Christian home. He should go to their pastor, and relate the matter with him. And of course, pastors are discreet. You can keep secrets, and they know how to attend to it. By the time he calls the pastor, he will know what to do, the steps to take in order to, ameliorate that problem.
That situation.
Yeah.
What do you say, man?
That's the right step, but perhaps most boys of his age will just run to the father and narrate the whole thing. But I even have a question in mind as to what kind of family is this, that then the woman is so powerful, is out of control, and can even threaten the son not to tell the father. At that point where she issues, it says like she is on top of the man. So I'm wondering, how did because we're talking about contributing factors, how did this family get to this point? We need to look at the man. That brings us to the question of the man. How has the man been running his family?
So the man has not been running the home well. He has allowed the wife to be autonomous. Should I use that word, autonomous? Or should I use it that the wife is now all encompassing, is finding everything in the house?
Yes.
Okay, but sometimes women want to be given room to prove themselves. Okay, and when a man when a man holds down the woman too much, the woman is not able to contribute as much as she wants, and sometimes she will not be happy. So how does a husband allow his wife to contribute to the home without being overbearing?
The Bible says in Ephesians 5, it said, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. So if this home steeped in love from the beginning. You see, love is such a powerful thing. It helps situations and helps relationships.
Okay.
So if this thing was steeped in love, I really don't know. It's just a drama. I really don't know in real life how it will work out. But you have to be overbearing when the woman is doing something that's so ungodly. In this case, not just that she's rude or something, but he should know that the woman must be sleeping outside, because nobody closes from work at 10:30 every day, and when she has no excuse, she doesn't cook for the house anymore. How can the man take that? She doesn't cook for the home anymore. The man just didn't take hold of situations.
Pastor, what do you say about that?
Well, the man is
In
lazy.
conclusion?
The man is lazy spiritually.
Lazy?
He's lazy
Okay,
spiritually.
spiritually lazy.
He's lazy physically. He's lazy holistically.
Wow.
Now,
Lazy,
yes,
three-dimensional.
lazy. But spiritually, like Madam said, he's supposed to know, because he's the head of that family.
Okay.
And so when she starts misbehaving, of course, God will tell him. So he's lazy. He's not praying. He's not praying enough.
Okay.
He's not studying enough. Holistically, he's not in charge of his family. And so I want to charge men. I want to charge husbands. Control your family. Don't rule your family. Don't be like Eli in the Bible. Whose family go like that. Be strong. Ephesians 6:10 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might." So, husbands, control your homes and be firm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Apriala. Thank you, Deaconess Araba. You heard it all. For you guy out there in that particular situation, the advice is not to go directly to your father. You go to your pastor and allow your pastor to come a more matured person to handle the situation. For children or young guys that may be tempted to blackmail their mothers, maybe you've been asking your mother for something and she's not giving you, and this is the time for you to draw your own blood. That would be a wrong approach. Please just try and leave everything to God by passing through one of his agents, which is maybe your pastor, and the situation will be handled. To continue this discussion with us, you can continue on our website, send your comments, and make contributions on our various social network channels. And we invite you to keep the day with us. I am your host. My name is Abraham. Thank you.